and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Today we are doing a Q&A. I asked you guys for questions on Instagram and Snapchat and you always come through for me. You always come through. We have a whole range of like fitness, lifestyle, foodie kind of questions. So let's just get straight into it because there are a lot of questions to be answered. Side note, I just want to apologise for the annoying lighting. It's a really dingy day in London today. I've had to get my ring light out, so I've had to like strategically place it on a chair, and I still got a big shadow. My editing of my videos is improving. This production level, I'm not improving at all. Like me and lighting, not good. Okay, Rosie Murphin wants to know what YouTubers or what channels do I love to watch? Since starting this YouTube channel, I've definitely started to watch a lot more YouTube. I just think it's really good to know what's going on YouTube, to get inspired and motivated. People I love watching are Desi Perkins. I've told you guys about her before. She's a beauty blogger. She is hilarious. Her Snapchat makes my day. And her best friend Katie, who is Luster Lux. They are hilarious. Their vlogs together when they're on trips are my favourite videos on YouTube, hands down. I watch their beauty tutorials, but I don't really care about what they're doing. I just think they're hilarious. I love Casey Neistat. To me, he is just so great at what he does. To me, he's just a total inspiration, not only because he creates beautiful videos and his storytelling is amazing, but just the fact that he works so damn hard, it inspires me to hustle, hustle, hustle. Like, love him. Go check him out. And the big fitness person I love watching is Sarah's Day. At the moment, I'm really addicted to her videos. I'm like a little fangirl. If she uploads a video, I'm like, I've got to watch it straight away. I think her videos as a whole are always really well made, like so fun. She has a great personality. I don't always necessarily agree with all her views when it comes to health and fitness, but I kind of put that aside and I just enjoy her videos because I just think she's hilarious. L the J wants to know, where is my phone cover from? This is my phone cover. It's like a marble. It's got my initials on it. So my best friend Abby gave this to me as a gift, but I thought maybe we could call Abby up and find out where she got it from.
Hello?
Hello? I just wanted to ask a really quick question because I'm filming a Q&A for YouTube and you're relevant to this question. Where's my phone case from?
Amazon. Just on Amazon.
It was just on Amazon. That was all I wanted.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye. So there you go. It was from Amazon. Okay, let's do a Snapchat question.
Hi Tally, hope you're good. What are your thoughts on supplements like creatine and BCAAs? Thanks, bye.
My thoughts are they are not necessary for the average person. I think if you're like seriously into bodybuilding, then you might think about putting those things into your diet, but for the average person, you don't need BCAAs. They're branched chain amino acids, which are naturally occurring in foods. If you have a high protein snack before you train, then you're fine. The only time I would ever have BCAAs is if I was doing an endurance event or if I was doing something for a long time where I felt like I wasn't going to be able to have food for a while. So for example, if I was running a marathon or doing like a really long distance bike ride or something that's going to last for hours and the chances of having high protein food is going to be difficult, but the average person does not need BCAAs. As for creatine, once again, it's not necessary. It's meant to help stimulate muscle growth, but for the average person, you don't need it. As long as you're training hard, making sure you're eating like wholesome sources of protein and carbohydrates before and after you train, you're good. Magda wants to know, what is one thing you wish you knew before starting your fitness journey? That's a good question. I like that question. Everyone is unique and what works for someone else will not work for you, so stop trying to copy everyone else. Just do you, and that's okay. I think I wish I knew that. I also think I really wish I knew that less is more and that quality of training is better than quantity over training, because for a long time I used to overtrain quite a lot. I used to be pounding the gym 6 days a week and I'd really beat myself up over it if I missed a gym session. But I think even in like the past few months, I've really realised it's all about quality of training over quantity of training. Your body responds so much better to a really good workout if it has proper chance to rest and recover, and your energy and your performance in your sessions are so much better as well if you have adequate rest. So I think that's something I really wish I knew. Elva J also asked another good question. She wants to know, does Jack ever get annoyed with you filming your lives? The thing with Jack and I and social media and vlogging and all that kind of stuff is we try and do it on our terms. So I always ask his permission. Like, for example, like if it's a weekend and I say like, can I vlog today? Do you mind if I vlog the day? And if he says no, I totally respect that. And if he says yes, then as you can see, he definitely gets involved, and he loves the camera too. Like, he loves being in the videos, I think, just as much as me. In the early days of our relationship, like sometimes I didn't know the boundaries and sometimes he would get frustrated, but I've definitely learned when to like Snapchat, when to film and when not to film, and we have a really good balance now. So this Q&A took an unexpected turn. My camera battery died halfway through filming the questions, and so this is now part 2 of the Q&A, and I've roped in some help. Cue Jack.
What's up?
It's a few hours later from when I was filming. I had to charge my battery up and everything. So I said to Jack, oh, we're filming this on Thursday evening.
Just gonna have a quiet night in, come home. Next thing you know, I'm the question master.
So I already like pre-selected the questions, so Jack's gonna get them from my list. So
will you
yeah.
give up Snapchat like other fitness bloggers?
No, I will not be leaving Snapchat. I'm staying. I love Snapchat. Like, I've been doing it for too long now, and I feel like on Snapchat I have this connection that I don't get on Instagram stories. I feel like Instagram stories is a bit distant, like I can't chat to people. But on Snapchat, if I send a message out, like I sent a Snapchat out about this video being a bit of a fail, and so many people have sent really nice messages, and we get a little chat, and it's really nice.
Positive stuff on there.
Yeah, are you going to give up Snapchat like the other bloggers?
No.
No?
Because it's just the funnest thing and the easiest thing to tell you where I am. Instead of texting you, I just put one out on my story that I'm in the pub. Job done.
Recently Jack went on a tour to Ireland, on a rugby tour, and our only form of communication was Jack Snapchatting himself like in bars doing Irish jigs. That's all I knew, but I knew he was alive. That was the main thing.
Do you take any supplements, and if yes, what kind?
The only supplements I take at the moment are whey protein, which you guys know I use, which is the Wheybox whey protein. And in general, I don't even use whey protein all the time. I only use it on days when
We've been lifting,
or not even that, if we're just short for time. If you're getting enough protein in your diet from animal sources, from dairy, from eggs, from a whole range of stuff, then you're fine. You don't need to be taking loads of whey protein if you're getting enough through Whole Foods anyway. By the way, what happens with this is I print screen all the questions so they're on the screen, and Jack's looking at them on my laptop.
Right. Lots of people in the industry talking about cutting and bulking. Is there no way of just making progress by eating well, working out, or do you have a cut or bulk to make any progress?
I think that's a really interesting topic of question, because I totally bought into the whole cut and bulk thing when I first started out in fitness. I think it's a very bodybuilding mentality. It's often for people who are prepping for shows. It's not necessarily something you guys need to do for your actual lives. The idea of a bulk is that you're building as much muscle as possible and you're probably in a calorie surplus. Cut is when you're in a calorie deficit and you're trying to lean down and reduce your body fat. I think we all go through cycles of that naturally. I personally don't ever cut and bulk. I don't like to use that language. By the whole best me thing, you'll know that my approach to fitness is very chilled, very laid back. It's all about listening to your body, understanding that you're an individual and your body's going to respond differently to others. So I do believe that you don't have to be cutting and bulking to make progress. Like, you can get stronger by consistently training and by good programming and by just eating well to fuel your training and fuel your body in its most optimal way.
I definitely learned that from you.
Oh, good.
Because I was rubbish with all of that, wasn't I?
Yeah, well, Jack's
you did
the same.
teach me that, and I feel like I'm in some of the best shape I've been in, purely from just doing that.
Aww.
That's the truth.
Yay.
That's the truth.
Good news. That's the truth.
That's the truth, man.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
I'm going to ask this question to you as well.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between feta or nut butter, what would get your vote? Oh,
Nut
I
butter,
already
hands
know mine.
down.
Yeah,
Hands down.
Definitely for you.
I love feta, don't get me wrong, but way prefer nut butter. Peanut butter, so versatile. I can have sweet, I can have savoury, I can have
Really?
snacks. Yeah.
Peanut butter,
In a
sweet and
stir fry.
savoury. Oh yeah, fair.
Peanut butter stir fry that we make all the time.
Ah.
Satay chicken.
The satay stuff from the
Yeah.
place we get lunch.
They do a kale
Satay
satay salad
kale.
at Farmer J.
Damn,
Imagine if we could have
is
that.
Good.
And I need my...
That is the best.
And can you imagine
Oh.
having a bowl of oats with no nut butter? What
Yes.
would be your life?
You mentioned in your latest Instagram live that the whole body power scene really isn't a thing anymore. Your thing anymore. Could you explain why a little more? Question mark. Smiley face. I love your approach to health and fitness. That sign emoji. Oh, and this pic is awesome.
I love Jack doing the emojis, that is my favourite. Yeah, so I didn't go to Body Power this year, it was last weekend. If you didn't know, Body Power is a fitness expo in Birmingham. It's a big, predominantly kind of bodybuilding convention, and like I said before, I have moved away from the bodybuilding style of training and kind of thinking really. Like, I feel like my approach to fitness has evolved. It's changed quite a lot since I've met you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, don't you think? I've just chilled out a lot more.
Definitely chilled.
The way I train, I'm a lot more flexible. I like to incorporate a lot of different styles rather than just doing like a bodybuilding split of weight training. I obviously teach spin, I love to do HIIT, we do weight train, but we do full body workouts, and so I just think that's not really my scene anymore. And also, I just think at Body Power, they do tend to focus on, I think a lot of it is focused on kind of what people look like, and my personal approach to fitness now is really about how do you feel, and therefore I just think it's not really my vibe. But if you did go to Body Power, I hope you enjoyed it. I was also at Balance Festival that weekend as well, so couldn't go to both even if I wanted to.
That was good.
Yeah, I was just wondering what personal training diploma you did and what one you'd recommend.
I did a 6-week intensive personal training course where I went to like personal training school every day for 6 weeks with the training rooms. I made a whole video about how I became a personal trainer, what qualifications I did, and I will link that video all up here for you to go and have a look if you want to hear my full details about how to become a personal trainer. And for those asking like, how do I succeed as a personal trainer once I've qualified, then also go and check out the video I made, which is all about what to do, how to set up a business, what kind of setups there are in different gyms. I did do my course with the training rooms, but I really recommend Number One Fitness Education. So I'm a personal trainer at the Number One Fitness Studio, and I'm really good friends with the guys who run it, and they're awesome. They are so genuinely passionate about producing like top quality personal trainers. They do a lot of part-time courses, but I really recommend checking them out, and I'll link them below.
Hi Tally. What is it that you rely on when things get on top of you and you need some headspace?
This one for starters. When I'm stressed, as in this evening when the video was not going to plan, I know I've always got Jack there
To ask the
vent,
questions.
To vent to and to ask questions, yes. If I have something in my head that is stressing me out or is on my mind, I do always vent it, and Jack is my soundboard 9 times out of 10. Like Jack or my mum or my sister, someone really close to me who isn't really going to judge me for what I'm thinking. I just have to vent my feelings, and they need to tell me I'm being ridiculous, or they need to say it's going to be fine. And 9 times out of 10, well 10 times out of 10 it always is fine. But that is something I really rely on, is having someone to talk to. And then second of all, the gym is like, and working out is a total escape for me, and that's how I got into fitness as well. It's always been like my me time, my thinking time, even just like the walk to the gym and walk back is always like, I always am thinking, I'm like trying to get inspired for ideas and for content and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of my me time.
What do you do to curb your cravings?
I often have a glass of squash if I want to like satisfy my sweet tooth with something sweet, but I know I don't need to eat anything. Chocolate milk is really good. Have you noticed I just drink sweet things? That is a good little curb of my craving. Also, I just try and distract myself sometimes with other things, like really try and get lost in work or doing emails or go for a walk, and kind of tell myself that you're not actually hungry right now, and you will be once you complete this said task, and give myself a little task to do. But often I do give in to my cravings, I won't lie. I just try and listen to my body a lot more now, and I know that sometimes it's good to give in to your cravings and sometimes it's not good. To just be a little bit disciplined about it sometimes.
Hi Tally, just wanted to ask what you'd recommend for someone who's been told not to work out for a couple of weeks.
So Ellen has been told not to work out for a couple of weeks. Being told you can't work out when that is what you love to do, or you feel like you're suddenly going to lose all your progress, is so tough. I personally haven't had to go through that, and I can only imagine how tough it is. But here's the thing you've got to think about. Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. If you take this time to just focus on getting better, whether that's an injury or your illness or whatever's going on, if you really focus on solving that issue, and then you know you've got your rest of your life to train and work out, then that's fine. Whereas if sometimes you push through an injury, you make it worse, you exacerbate the problem, and it means you can't train for years and years to come, and it might stop you training. Thank you so much for asking questions. Before I end this video, I'm very excited to reveal the winner of the Nutri Ninja giveaway. Over 300 of you entered, which is so exciting. So what I've done is I'm using a random comment selector website on the internet. So this is legit. So I put in my video, load comments, and this is gonna randomly choose someone right now. Randomly pick winner. Ah! Congratulations, Cornelia Vera Thonhauser. I think you might be German or Austrian or something, I don't know. But it was her sister's 25th birthday and she wanted to get one for her birthday.
Oh no.
That's so lovely. Okay, so Cornelia, you have won. I will message you and we will arrange this Nutri Ninja to be delivered. Congratulations. I just want to say thank you so much to all those who entered. I read every single entry and comment, and I was blown away by how many of you A, support me, B, were so into the Nutri Ninja, and C, are going to make the cookie dough. So I'm really excited by that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much to Jack for stepping in last minute. I'm going to call this video Expectation versus Reality, because expectation, Tally sits down and records a really nice Q&A and just is really chatty and it's all great and it goes gravy and she's so well prepared. Reality is, I have to rope Jack in, it's dark outside. I started filming this Q&A at 4 PM. It's now 9 PM. That's how far we got. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy any of my answers or you have anything to add, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you next time for another video. It's gonna be a workout. Get ready. Goodbye.
Bye.